Now, when you access a single project page or the project, this is when really the data starts becoming amazing. First of all, you have your headcount for the day. Also, we have very good understanding on how to track subcontractors, whether it's temp agency, labor, subcontractor on schedule of value or TNM. You can group your workers into their own companies. Second, you can see for the last 14 days if the project has been ramping up, ramping down. Are you working on weekends? Are you not working on weekends? When's your load on a daily basis? When are most people coming in? When are most people coming out? So there's a lot of just off the bat insights that if you've worked construction long enough, just by looking at this, you have half the story, right? Okay, is this like project ramping up? The job site, obviously the map, you can see where it's at on the project, weather and the weather forecast for the day. Those are just handy. Now, this is the interesting part. This is what we call a timesheet. So for each company, you have a timesheet. And this is where the magic happens. This timesheet with the in of every worker, with the green ring verified, with automatically a rule that adjusts the punch in. So you can create all sorts of rules that say anyone who checks in between 7:30 and 8, route to 8, anyone who checks out, da da da. With the out, also verified with the roundup rule and the automatic lunch break. So see this timesheet, zero human have touched it. This has been workers walking to this orange box, leaving on the orange box. I see every worker, their exact hours, their exact shift, this punch, where they punch in, the location, the whole data set. And this is the magical part, is that this timesheet that is maybe 80% ready for payroll hasn't been touched by a human or a user. It's source data verified by either the device or GPS or location. And then someone comes here and starts the process with just reviewing versus creating the whole process.
Wow, I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, I think oftentimes, and I often refer to any kind of digital solution. In this case, it's a combination of hardware and software, and we'll get into a little bit of what your mobile app is all about. But you've basically taken this as a tool, a digital tool that is cutting down on the administration. Because at the end of the day, your story at the top of this was we're getting rid of a paper and a pen and a clipboard. And that's administration. That's, keeping track of basically the attendance of the job site on the daily. And the fact that no human has touched this, input this, I mean, that's one of the major goals of any team on site is keep the paperwork to a minimum.